Well, as a lot of you know, that I had nothing really to do over winter, and now I've got all this lot to go through. R38T gearbox splines have gone. He wants one, that one rebuilding. This one here, rebuild. I don't know why it says rebuild on that. The splines look good, so maybe I'll just strip it down and have a quick look. This one here is a noisy. It's been rebuilt, but it's noisy, and I've got to find out. There's some sort of noise with these. He's rebuilt them, but there's some sort of noise. So I don't think we need many parts. And the nice thing is as well, they're clean. That's how I like things, you know. That's how I like things when they're clean, because you know, you can spend a good hour cleaning up boxes, so that saved me an awful lot of time. Alright, noticed down here it's had some silicone where the intermediate shaft goes, so I think we'll be having a look at that. So what we're going to do first of all, we're going to check if it's got any oil in it. Yeah, I never thought about that. So what I'll do is I'll tip it on one side and see if it's got any oil in, and then we'll get some number punches and we'll punch everything up so they're all corresponding, so I don't get bits mixed up. There, that's that stripped down. I can't see why it was making a noise. This is a mystery, isn't it? So I think now we've got to get this into the parts washer, get everything cleaned up, and then we'll have an inspection. I hope we find something, because so far I can't see a thing. Looks really good. So there's a box I tested a while ago. This is the last time I did one. When was that? August. 6th of August last year. This has still got oil in it. So I'm going to lift this off and put that transfer case onto here, and we'll run it and see what it sounds like, because I don't want to make work for myself. But he said it makes noise. I don't know if it's that or not, I don't know. This one wants a rebuild, so I'm not going to test this one. This one's going to be oh no, that one needs a rebuild, so I'll get Bill to get me a kit, a master rebuild kit plus a shaft, but I'll strip it down first. This one I'm not sure. I don't know. Anyway, let's get this out the way. Right, so here we go. I've got the transfer case on the test bench. I had to drain the oil out of it. It was full of oil. And I've had to fill it with clean oil. Why did they have to do that? Because there's two bolts that go through the front. I don't know where they are now, but there's two bolts goes through the front. And in order to take the transfer case off the engine, you have to drain the oil out, because the bolts, one of the bolts is lower than the oil level, if you see what I mean. It'll drain all the oil out, which is why I always put studs in rather than bolts. Anyway, let's fire it up. I think it's on low speed. When will it run? I haven't used this since last year. I'm just going to get a little... See what cleans this is. A lot of that noise, that screechy noise, will be coming from my shaft. I'm just going to should really test this with diff locking. Is this diff locking? Right. That's diff locking. It sounds fine to me. So is the problem somewhere else? The only thing I can see that's wrong with this gearbox is the casing has got sealer around the intermediate shaft. Apart from that, it seems okay. Yeah, I really have to get that shaft balanced. I don't know where to take it to and get it balanced, if I did though. Well, I tell you what, we'll leave it running for a while till this box gets warmed up. And we'll come back to it, because like I say, I'll go to have a word with Bill and see what it was, because if it was screeching and making a hell of a noise, then okay, but I think the other box he said was the same, it was making a noise. So is it something else? Well, I've had this box running for about an hour and there's no sort of untoward noises. Got the decibel tester here, so I'm just going to be quiet and we'll test it. .72. Let me turn it off and see what we get. .44. So it's not all that loud, is it? Well, I don't know what's going on with this. I've sent Bill an email to see what he wants me to do. I'm not sure. I wonder if it's the gearbox. This might be an opportunity for me to resurrect a project I was working on last year with another adapter to go onto this, so we could put a gearbox onto this and test the gearbox at the same time. Now, I never really got round to finishing it. I think interest had fallen away, but we'll see.